getting late. It's a beautiful afternoon. We just got done playing some tennis, getting some good exercise with the family. It's kind of weird because Aiden and Annabelle are working on their floor in their new place. Again, we have no light in there, so they got a light spot shining. And it's been a cool day, so they were able to get that cleaned up. Before we seal the floor, before we go with walls, we've got to work on getting the floor clean. So right now they've been sweeping, vacuuming, and getting that up, so that way me and Aiden can seal it. And then from there, we'll put out paper, like brown paper, cardboard paper, to make sure the floor stays safe as we start building the walls. But I think that's what they're actually working on now. We're gonna go check on them. We gotta turn the water off the pumpkins. We have a monster pumpkin harvest, but we also have a good bit of pumpkins that are coming. Still in. Look, our birds are back because they want to make me very upset. The birds are back. Pumpkins are going great. I mean, we're actually gonna probably get another, probably 50 to 60 at least. I've already seen 50 or 60 pumpkins on there, and then there's still probably hundreds of blooms. Now all those blooms won't actually bloom and make a pumpkin, but it has potential. So as long as we have this beautiful weather like we've been having, and we got a little rain coming today, I know tomorrow, so we very easily could have a big harvest of pumpkins. You hear how the farm is alive. It's been a beautiful day, so they're just enjoying themselves out here. And roosters are everywhere. How's it coming?
Good.
Are you actually cleaning? Is that Aiden actually working good? Is Aiden working okay? What do you think about it?
I love it. This is great.
Making great progress. Again, so bittersweet. I know I say that, but it's kind of weird because the last few nights he's been gone with Annabelle at that thing. Be careful, girl. She's off-roading on the scooter. Be careful. Don't wreck, please.
I'm not gonna wreck.
So it's been weird because the last few days they've been gone anyway, Annabelle and Aiden, and they're always at the house. So it's been kind of weird though, because the last few days they've been gone, and then the last 2 days they've been up here working at their place, you know, taking fence down and just getting ready, getting excited, which I understand completely. But it's been weird because it's just been me, Jennings, and the girls, you know. And so we're kind of getting to this new normal, and it sucks. I'm not gonna lie, it sucks. I know a lot of you can relate. Look, he's chasing a rooster. That'll do, that'll do. It's like activity for him. We train him this way. He won't actually hurt the rooster. He'll catch the rooster and paw the rooster down, and so we'll be able to catch it. The reason they're out is because the wind blew that thing open, and like 20 of them were out. We got some of them in, but 2 of them would not go in, so now they're just fun for him, so he'll try to catch them. So we're gonna make some s'mores over the next few days because we've had some beautiful weather. So I think, not tonight because we are late tonight, but I think tomorrow night might be sitting by the fire outside and letting the kids eat s'mores and us tell jokes. We'll have a good time. Well, it's late at night. We got done with everything we had to get done with, but Eliza was riding and said, I think we see a sheep on the ground. So usually when there's a sheep on the ground, they're having a baby. Well, I think we found one baby, and I think she has another one, which I don't know if she's gonna take, which means we may be bottle feeding a baby. So I'm gonna ride up there and see. What I thought. So I see the one baby and the other baby she's got on the side. So I'm gonna have to pick this baby up, take it back in the house, and looks like I'm baby bottle feeding a sheep. Now what we will do is, if we see that it's a ewe, like a little baby girl, we will baby bottle feed it, and she'll join the rest of our herd, kind of like Lamb did. There's the little baby and there's the mama. That mama is just not done good with 2 babies. She just hasn't. This is Lamb's original mama too, so we may have to get rid of her because she won't take 2 babies, just 1. But she's a great mama when it comes to that baby. But if the other one's a boy, then what we will do is actually baby bottle feed him until somebody wants him. Not that we won't want him, and we'll keep on baby bottle feeding him, of course, if we can't sell him. But ultimately, we know we would either castrate him or need a ram. We don't need a ram, and we already have several right here that's growing up. So we'll give someone another opportunity to, if they want a lamb and they can have a ram at a good price, they can grab him and just feed him out. So we'll see what he is. This is the mama and the other little baby. You hear, she's doing great with that baby. It's just this mama will not do. That's the only thing about owning sheep, goat, anything that has multiple babies. Sometimes they take them, sometimes they don't. Have one mama who will take 2, 3, it doesn't matter. Then I have some mamas that only just take that one, and then it becomes a problem for me. It's like, do I want to keep this lamb that's not willing to keep 2 babies? And that is a negative for me. All right, so you saw the clip of me last night going to find the lamb. So this next day, we actually did find some of our friends decided to take the lamb. They've been trying to grow a homestead and build the property for it. So they took the baby bottle lamb, a ram, and I told them we also have a ewe from a different litter. So I said as they're ready for it, we have a ewe that they can utilize and basically have 2 animals that don't have any kind of chemicals, don't have any kind of medicines and things like that. And that's kind of important to them. So we were able to help this family get a lamb. So we were able to enjoy the lamb. We fed the lamb. The lamb's doing great. His twin brother is a little boy too. It's a ram. So he's doing great. But now we can help them expand theirs, because we don't need another baby bottle lamb, especially another ram, because ultimately it has one feet for us, because we have a ram. It would be castrated and turned into food. So if we can help them start a farm, that'd be awesome. So here's some pictures of the lamb having a great time. So you see they've already made it like a household pet. The thing about baby bottle feeding any animal, but lambs, deer, cattle, if you baby bottle feed any animal, they become close to you. They become like a pet. I mean, they are a pet, but they become like family. So it's funny because like when we did the last lamb we did, she was like a dog. She played with the dogs, played with the cats, and just played with the kids, and it was like normal, kind of like normal life. But it's funny how you can raise an animal like that, and that's what they were doing. And pretty much they're going to start a little farm. They just put a fence up. It was amazing how coincidental it was. The father of this family was just talking about him putting a fence up and getting it ready for goats and things like that. And I was actually telling him, like, I don't like goats. Sheep are so much better. And it's so funny how we had a baby bottle lamb and now they were willing to take it. So that's wonderful. So today we're actually going to our lease farm, our lease land, where some of our other cattle are for our family, but also where our hay is. We got 95 bales, which is a lot of hay. We don't necessarily need that much hay. We actually did not need it. I probably should have just bush hogged it. But again, as someone who's a prepper, homesteader, I don't want to buy hay. And this hay is completely raw, meaning it has no sprays, no chemicals, no fertilization, nothing. And I don't want to waste it. So I went on and got it cut. My father and I split it. So he'll get 45, I'll get 45. I think it's actually like 96. So we'll have, one of us have 45, one of us have 46 or whatever. But basically, we're going to go ahead and get it to the house. Now, 2 years ago, when we had our drought, everybody was looking for hay, and we had enough. We didn't have to buy hay. Everybody was paying double, triple, quadruple pricing for hay. So that's kind of why we do what we do, is because I don't want to go without. Now, this time next year, if God blesses us and we're able to go through this winter with no problem, we probably will bush hog it, because we have got so much hay put in barns, and this hay will just go outside. We'll feed it first, which typically I wouldn't want to do, but I don't want to take all the hay out of the barn just to put new hay in there, because it's still the same year. So we're going to have tons of hay. We're going to be able to sell to some friends that actually like unsprayed hay. So we'll be able to help some other families out that believe like we do. So today, that's what we're doing. We got about 4 or 5 loads to take back to my house. 4 or 5 loads. It's actually close to my dad's house, so this is actually a little bit easier field to haul out of, because I'm basically just taking my loads out. He just basically goes across the road. So it really does help us compared to the other hayfield that I was just in just a few weeks ago. If you remember, I'm having to take several loads to me and my father's place. So I enjoy hay season, because again, it reminds me of getting closer to fall. Like I was pulling pumpkins, we're watering pumpkins today, but we've pulled probably 60 pumpkins so far, and we're probably going to have at least another 100 to 200 pumpkins to pull. I mean, it's going to be amazing of a patch this year. Actually so amazing that I was like, oh my gosh, I planted too many pumpkins. So you'll see a little bit of that. We're also smoking a Boston Butt and also a beef roast. just so we can have those tonight and make it easy for Misty because she's doing school and I'm gonna be doing hay all day. So we've just got a lot going on. Now, if you notice, I hadn't put out a video the last 2 days, 3 days, just because of all the tragedy going on. Life still goes on for us. We still have to do things. The other channel is still pumping out the content, dealing with all the tragic things. But just remember, more than anything, just be thankful for your family. Be thankful for the Lord giving us another day to live, because, man, life is so short and tragedies happen. They just happen. So, you know, I want to get this video out today, but to be honest with you, don't forget to pray for the families that's gone through tragedies, and ultimately thank God for the blessings of your family. So let's go move some hay and get back to the house. By the end of the day, I will be burned like a red tomato, but hey, at least I'll know all the hay's done for the year. Tomorrow, my goal is bees, get the bees checked for the year, and that way those two things will be done for the year. And then we're actually going to start planting some greens and turnips and all that kind of stuff into the ground. We'll show you some of the seed starts. So a lot is taking place, as in transitional from season to season. It's still miserably hot during the day here in South Mississippi. Welcome to the South. We have 2 seasons: summer, 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 a little rain till winter, and then summer. So we just have to get ready for that. And so we're going to go and get some stuff in the ground, plant it. We have the sheep. We have 2 more lambs. We have 2 more sheep that's going to have babies, so we'll be looking for them in the next coming few days. And then we also have a mama cow that's fishing to deliver too. So a lot to transpire in a transitional period, as we call fall. All right, we dropped off 1 load. We've got, again, 3 more loads. We're on the 2nd load. I'm using a small tractor because I didn't want to bring my tractor up here. So I have to be very careful when you're using a small tractor with these size bales. These are 5x6 and 6x6 bales. So they could weigh, you know, 1,500, 2,000 pounds. It's really too much for this tractor, but it beats us trying to load a tractor and get it up here. But you see, I mean, we have bales everywhere. We actually have 8 loads out of this field. But as I said, when you go across the street, which we're fixing to move some cows with my dad anyway to help him, that's where he's got to take his. So it's not like we have 8 loads to get out of here by equipment. We have, you know, 4 loads to take to my home, and then 4 loads to basically take by tractors. And we have 2 tractors. We'll try to get them over. I'm trying to get the ones from the very back first, because to be honest with you, that makes it a little bit easier for him to get the ones in the front. This field, actually, I'll tell you kind of how we came across these fields. This was old family fields, but we had to lease them. We were thinking we were going to buy more cattle, but when cattle went up, it was like, you know what, forget that. We'll just use it as a hay field and use the other 2 as just overflow for winter. So until cattle markets go down, or until we have a few more babies, I feel like we almost waste our money on this. And then when I think about the hay that we get off of it, the good quality hay with no sprays, it's like, well, no, it's not a liability. It's actually an asset to us. So we got to knock the rest of these out. I'm gonna go and get the 2nd load with this little mini-me tractor and see if we can get out of here. And I'm hoping by dark we're done with hay. It's gonna be close. Here's the sad thing too, as I pull out of this hay field, I've got to be slow because of course I'm loaded heavy. But you know, when you pull out of the hay field and us going back home, we're going on country roads. We're about 12 miles or so probably from our actual house and our farm. But the reason we believe in farming and homesteading and independence so much is, for instance, where we're pulling hay off of used to be part of a dairy farm, no longer in existence. The buildings over here to my right is old dairy barns, and they're falling to pieces. No reason for it. We're gonna pass 2 more dairy farms on the way home, and we're talking just 12 miles on some old country roads. That's just 3 of the many dairies that were in our area that are no longer in existence. The farm that's next to me is part of some other land that is leased, and it's now owned by a big commercial grower, a commercial grower that grows as a stocker. So all he does is buy and sell cattle the ways that we don't believe in. Put them on feedlots and sell them young, make as much money as you can, do it with fertilized grass and hay, and plant fertilized grass and hay, just a conventional way. Now, I'm not saying he's wrong for making money. I'm not saying he's wrong for trying to be a farmer and provide food. It's just not the way that we believe in. So what we're trying to do is teach people, get back into this. Get back into raising animals. Like, I want to show you this. Across the side over here, that is my dad's farm, and that's his cattle, and I'll help move them. And don't get me wrong, there's times I'm so busy it's hard for me to get up here, but I encourage it, and he's gotten more and more independence since I've been on this journey the last 15 years, where he's probably been on this journey, him and my mom, probably for the last 6 years, 7 years. And the reason is because he saw the value in it, even at an older age. So don't ever think that you can't do this. I'm not saying that you're gonna go pick up 100 and something bales of hay, but I am saying that you can start growing animals, just like that family that just all of a sudden took over the little male sheep, you know, the little ram. Now they have a chance to start something amazing. Independent food, red meat, a good lean meat, and also a herd to have full independence. That's excellent. All right, all the hay is loaded. I'm going back to get the last load. I gotta walk. This is my dad's place way up here where we move the cows. This is our lease field that we have cows on, which is his cows right now. If you saw them all walk through, they're pretty much generations off mine, except for some of them. Most of them are generations off mine, and we've just kind of swapped some heifers, swapped some bulls, and all that good stuff. So they're grazing right now in those two fields. I'm walking back to get the last load that I've already loaded. I just got to get it home now. So we've done it for about 6 hours. We've been on the tractor back and forth. So if I can get this one unloaded in the next 20 or 30 minutes, then that puts us right under 7 hours total of doing this. So again, we're 12 to 15 miles away from our house. So it's a lot of driving, a lot of loading, and a lot of maneuvering. But hey, there's no rain. It's been a pretty day, sunny and hot, but a pretty day. And we've had clouds since last time I was loading and we'll move the cows. So it actually was a rather great afternoon. So I'm glad that is over. Hay season for 25 will be in the books if I can get this trailer home. I always worry when I start hauling hay. I'm like, you know what? I just pray that this thing don't break down the side of the road or a tire blow out or something like that, because you're hauling heavy loads. So if I can get it home, we'll be good. Then all I've got to do tomorrow is worry with bees and get the stuff planted in the ground for winter. I may ryegrass a field or two for the sheep and for some of the cows. But man, it's coming on quicker than we think. Fall and winter just sneaks up on you, and it's fun because I love that season, but I need to get prepared for it always. And it's just hard, long days up until, but once it's here, it's less grass cutting, less hay, less bush hogging. The bees are quiet and docile for the year. The gardens are fun to pick because there's no weed and no insects. So everything kind of slows down a little bit for us in the winter. And when I say slow down, it still moves very quickly compared to most people. But for us, it does slow down and we get to enjoy a little bit more of it, guys. So thank you so much for watching. Hope you enjoyed today. You saw different parts that we don't ever really show you. But see, look at that creek and all this place up here is beautiful. This is family property up here by Dad's farm. And, don't think you can't impact somebody. I mean, I impacted him and my mom. They've had a few little gardens here and there when we were growing up, but all of a sudden they got chickens and they did bigger gardens and did permaculture. Now they've all these fields that they're running cattle on, sheep. It's a good thing. It's impacting people. Let's do that. Let's change things and let people see the value of raising their own food again. Thank you for watching. God bless.